So imagine you're a plumber. You're under someone's sink, fixing a leaky pipe, and your phone rings. A new lead's coming in. They have a similar plumbing issue, they need their toilet fixed. By the time you get out from under the sink, you put your tools away, you check your phone, 20 minutes have gone by, and they have somebody else fixing the toilet because you were under a sink. Owner-operated businesses lose revenue every single day from the time the lead comes in to the time that somebody reaches out to them. What do we do about this? Well, 78% of prospects are gonna buy from the first business that responds. Not the best business, the first business. You have about 5 minutes before they decide to move on to another solution. So what do we do? A lead comes in, our custom AI agents will reach out within 15 seconds, the conversation will happen automatically, and the appointment gets booked within the conversation. The owner does nothing. They don't sign into any new software, they don't check any dashboards, they simply wake up and they have more appointments on their calendar. Now to make this very clear, we're not a CRM, and we're not a new user-facing software solution for businesses. We're a done-for-you service that is powered by software in the back end. Let's take Dee Dee for example. Dee Dee owns Sports West Athletic Club here in Reno, and she uses ABC Ignite. Now, ABC Ignite is the world's largest gym management platform / CRM. And if she wanted to implement automated AI outreach and follow-up into her system without changing anything or without learning new software and teaching it to her staff, she'd have to hire a go high-level agency or some similar sort of service agency like that. And they would migrate her out of ABC Ignite entirely because the connection is just not possible. Her gym-specific system that she's been using to run her business exactly as she's needed it to for years would be gone. She would have her data in the hands of some agency. She would need to spend weeks retraining her staff to use the new software, new system. And on top of that, on top of the advertised price, she'd be eaten alive by usage fees because competitors simply purchase Go High Level on other software and they mark it up. Well, we didn't touch DD's CRM, we bolted onto it. We charge her a flat rate, no usage fees, no onboarding, no nothing. Her team has no idea I even exist. All they know is that their appointments have increased 25% since the same time last year. Now we're targeting two markets first, gyms and trades. Gym owners are on the floor, they're training their clients or they're handling their employees. Tradespeople, same situation, they're on the job. These people can't just drop what they're doing and go chase a lead or sit on their phone all day, and paying someone to do it just doesn't check out. For gyms, one missed membership can be $1,200 in annual revenue lost. For a trade, anywhere from 500 up to 10,000 plus, depending on the job, can be lost if they miss a lead. So one extra close will pay for the system and then be profits they didn't have before. And in Northern Nevada alone, there are over 100 gyms we can target and over 4,100 licensed tradespeople in the 5 major counties. And that doesn't include unlicensed laborers on job boards. Our base product costs $4.99 a month. It costs me $44 to fulfill this for a 91% gross margin at this small scale. We have our pilot client. She pays us $4.99 a month. Emails get sent, messages get sent, they're rolling out, and her appointments have increased by 25%, and she just paid us for another month. And because this is software, our cost is mostly fixed. Our margins are gonna grow with every client. At smaller scales, we're gonna be able to get up to 98% margins, and then once we get to 10 clients, I'm gonna bring on a VA to handle onboarding and delivery so I can focus more of my efforts on outreach and sales. But even then, with the increased labor cost, we're still gonna raise our margins. Now these numbers were built bottom up based on our estimated outreach volume and then put through a funnel, not top down based on our market size. In the first year, I'm gonna try to have 9 or 10 clients, and with me doing founder-led outreach with our first case study with this gym and a referral network, I'm gonna be able to get around 9 times the lifetime revenue in 12 months compared to the cost to acquire the customer. And then even as we scale and add paid client acquisition channels, we still save between 6 and 7 times our cost to acquire the customers. But to get to where I want to be in year 3, I know I can't do it alone. This is me. I'm a nursing student here at UNR, and I'm the current team. I have 8 years in the construction and the gym industries. I know the markets from the inside. And I built Revline, our platform that makes us all run and scale from scratch. But like I said, to get to where I want to be, I know I can't do it by myself. To grow, I'm gonna have to bring on a developer. I'm meeting on one with one on Friday, excuse me. I need to bring on advisors as we grow, a fractional CFO to handle the financial infrastructure, and then a mentor that's grown service businesses so that I can try and do my best to figure out what's gonna break before it does. We need to bring on the client acquisition team, sales as well as VAs to handle lead generation, onboarding, delivery. And then we're also in discussions with a local marketing agency that serves both gym owners and trades here in Reno. and we're gonna develop this relationship into our first one-to-many client acquisition channel. Now, we are already profitable. This one customer, while it's a small scale, pays for her operations, obviously, and then the operations of the company. This $50,000 doesn't keep the lights on for us, it allows us to grow faster, and it compresses timelines. We bring on a developer to build more environments so we can target more verticals. It would also ship features and ensure reliability for our clients. We bring on the sales and lead gen teams as well as the infrastructure they would need to work. And then we just miscellaneous operations, we have some money left over for that. Legal stuff, the LLC. So yeah, like I said, owner-operated businesses are losing revenue every single day between the time the client reaches out and somebody follows up with them from their team. We close that gap automatically at a price that pays for itself with just one extra close per month, and it's already bringing revenue to a business here in Reno. Thank you very much.
Good job. Who's up? Go.
Yeah, so you talked about, you started with the gym vertical and then the tradespeople vertical. I mean, there's not a huge amount of crossover in my mind. And then you're talking about different verticals, like how is this being managed and like how is this
How are we building new verticals?
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially the way it works with the gym, we worked with ABC that was the problem, is people can't integrate with the biggest platform in the world. They can't have this, they need partners. And there's no partners they have to currently do this. I have a working relationship with ABC and we developed a solution that works with their software. And then that's how we attack other verticals. I'm talking with a countertop fabrication company right now. They use a different CRM that doesn't allow for integrations and stuff. So we're working with them also. That's how we're working backwards. We're integrating with the toughest verticals first, the toughest solutions, and then these systems, they work. So say you don't use ABC, you're just not, we can still pull that on anything that has a public API or something like that. We just work with these ones first because those are unique. Yeah.
So I had a whole different question based, but I just heard something that makes me back up. Did you say you have a relationship with the #1 competitor of yours? Did I just hear that?
Who's my competitor?
I'm sorry, did you say ABC Systems?
Yeah, they're not a competitor.
They're not a competitor, okay, my bad.
They're the CRM, then we pulled it up.
Got it, yeah, so then based upon that, you are a value, what's gonna prevent them from calling you one day, and I have experience here, after being an add-on software and them saying, hey, guess what, we don't need you anymore, we built that function into ours, thanks very much, you've been awesome, like.
100%. Well, first of all, we're already integrated with this gym, and also their bread and butter is their billing and their membership management system. And they have partners that do similar things, but not exactly this. So they wipe out, if they started building on these add-on things on there, they wipe out their entire third-party partner economy, which I don't know if that's good or bad for them.
Well, look at the history of Autodesk. I can tell you firsthand that they bit off all the heads of their partners.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, this doesn't need ABC to work. We can still do automated AI outreach with anybody. We just implemented it with this difficult system first because that was what we had access to. But this can plug into any service business.
Good, thanks. I forgot my original question. Go ahead.
Well, let me give her a reprise to the one I gave earlier. The integration.
Yeah.
It says, you say, technically integration is easily, but there's gotta be some sort of customization to deliver the
100%.
functionality that's customized for the
Yep.
the client. What does that look like?
With the
Time-wise, effort-wise?
Yeah, the pilot client, it was a discussion about what they're offering in there, whatever they're marketing. So they're trying to get people to book more appointments, what they offer in this appointment, a little bit of copy, and then it's just modified, like, the first name and then the basic customization stuff. It was a meeting. It was a meeting to figure out exactly what they're offering. They approved the copy that I was sending, and the customization we did with their model, and then, that was it, and I haven't touched it since.
Can you go back to the screen? That one.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm concerned you have 20K for a developer. I work in the IT world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks.
Your sales guy could be
So-
dang an inch far either.
Without a piece of the action.
Yeah, so first we're bringing on.
Well done, guys.
I'm talking with the developer on Friday. He's a project-based, or contract-based developer, and I'm gonna get a better understanding for what it costs. But they're not gonna be working continuously. It's more project-based to build out like the environment. Like I built this ABC integration in a weekend, and then I haven't touched it since, and maybe stuff like that. And so it wouldn't be continuous every day, doing stuff like that. I did it based on the work that I do and what it would take to potentially outsource that.
So what's the capacity of the program now, which is my original question?
Yeah.
With you working solo, doing everything, wearing all those hats, what's the capacity, at what point, I'm gonna ask the same question, do you get overwhelmed like our previous presenter?
Yeah, I believe at around 10 clients, I'm gonna bring on people to handle the delivery.
And are you making money at that point yet?
Yeah, I'm making
Because
money.
these two parts of the equation, I asked the same thing.
100%,
because
yeah.
I'm gonna hire somebody, but wait, I'm not making enough money yet, cause I only got 10 customers. That's what I need in order to move forward with somebody else. So are you in a
Yeah.
position where you'll be able to do that?
Well, right now, it makes money. I don't have enough money to hire somebody full-time or something like that.
Got it.
But, I have enough money to bring somebody on to do like one-time project-based work, like audits and then.
So then you can go get more customers with value add.
Yes.
This person brings you, he or she.
Exactly. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And who's doing the testing, the validation of all points of contact that you have with your software?
The software
Because-
testing, or?
Yeah, there's a layer of testing that you have to do, because you're gonna bring it up, you're gonna spin it up, and make sure that everything functions and works, and what code base are you actually using to do that? Is that just patent included or something?
Nope, this is a code base on my computer, and I host it on Amazon Web Servers. Some Railway handles hosting for me, and I tested it internally. And I know that's not impressive, but I tested it internally, we rolled it out slowly, and we've had 0 issues so far. Basically sends emails.
Okay, so now you just brought up the thing, AWS,
Yeah.
how are you handling the cost for the AWS?
Right now, we host on. I host on Railway. Their pro plan is $20 a month, and they handle scaling. And I don't know if they. I'm pretty sure they use AWS. They're moving a lot of people to their own servers.
Mhm.
It's a hosting company, and I use their pro plan, and that could get me very far. They handle all the deployment for me.
As you develop and grow, you need to keep an eye on that stuff, because that starts to run away if you're not paying attention.
The hosting costs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, personally know, I had it, we ran it 1 month and we forgot that we had not turned it off, and it cost us $500. Because it just sat there.
For now, I do have like limits in place, so it won't go over. But we're not.
Yeah,
even-
we did too, but it didn't,
We're-
we didn't get the notification.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done.